The NTSB has released its preliminary report on the Boeing door plug blowout that occurred midair on an Alaska Airlines flight last month. The findings point to evidence that 4 bolts holding the door plug in place were missing at the time of the incident because there was no damage to the plug where those bolts were supposed to be, but stopped short of explicitly laying blame on Boeing. Shares of Boeing, let's check those out now, up about 1.5% nearly right here, Julie.
Yeah, and we had already known a lot of the details of this study from the National Transportation Safety Board because it had been leaked.
Yep.
There had been different discussions coming from inside Boeing and inside elsewhere. We did get a statement, courtesy of our Alexis Keenan, on this. Dave Calhoun, the CEO, saying whatever final conclusions are reached, Boeing is accountable for what happened. An event like this must not happen on an airplane that leaves our factory. And of course, Boeing has come under fire from many of its customers in the airline industry, saying that what happened is not acceptable and that Boeing, they have not necessarily been satisfied with Boeing's response. So now Calhoun really tempering his comments here and accepting responsibility.
Yeah, and in some sense, too, it's echoing what Calhoun has said before, too, right? Calhoun's been publicly already said, listen, Boeing is responsible for what went wrong, right? He said, we caused the problem, is how he put it. So to your point, he's sort of echoing here, listen, this is on us, it's on our shoulders. He knows he has work to do, Julie. To your point, I mean, some of those customers, both publicly and we know reportedly in private, have been very frustrated with Boeing about this incident.
Yeah, and in the statement today, Boeing again coming out and talking about specific measures that they are taking to improve the quality control at the company. They talk about layering additional inspections into the supply chain, collaborating with suppliers on production enhancements, among other measures that they are taking. So we'll see now that this report has come out. Presumably then there will be other sort of FAA and NTSB actions to be taken based on these formal findings. So I guess we will continue to keep everyone posted on what exactly that ends up being, those developments end up being.
Yeah, Calhoun is well aware you can't have customers like he has who are upset, as frustrated as they are, and saying so publicly, which is why in the statement he's talking about the kind of plan he says they have to have in place here to kind of just strengthen quality and confidence of all his stakeholders.
Right.